funny we're talking about Ole, and I've told this story before, but it's worth telling again, especially here because you knew him so well. You knew Blackjack Mulligan as well.
Yeah.
You were close to him, but I had hired, and this is after I got a little bit of control and kind of was in management, and I liked Ole. You're right. He was very much like Vern, and he was just so stubborn and pig-headed, but there was something about him that I just really liked and respected. So he certainly was an office, CNN Center, South Tower kind of a guy, but I didn't want to lose him either. So I sent him down to the power plant. I figured, well, he can't hurt anything down there, and he really was good at teaching because he was passionate about the art form. So I thought, well, that's a good place for him. He'll be happier, and blah 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 blah. Well, let me shut this phone off. I moved him down there, but I had recently hired Blackjack Mulligan. And I did it, I don't want to say as a favor because that's disrespectful, but I wasn't looking to hire someone like Blackjack, but he came along at a certain time, and I don't remember who it was that told me he was a little bit down on his luck, and I thought, with all the years of skill and experience and all that, he'd be a good guy to have down at the power plant. So I hired him. And Blackjack was a very, very loyal guy. Yeah. And one day, Ole didn't like the fact that I moved him out of the South Towers and the fact that I was gaining control. He just resented it. And I understood it. I didn't take it personally. But Ole made the mistake of going down to the power plant and just bad-mouthing me up one end and down the other, tell everybody who would listen what a piece of crap I was. And Blackjack knocked him out.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not the first time, Eric. That's gone down. I've seen that happen 5 times.
Rick, Blackjack
you don't screw around with Jack Mulligan, man.
He had a fist. It probably still does, the size of a small refrigerator.
Well, he's dying as we speak.
No, I've kept up a little bit.
He weighs almost 500 pounds.
Oh my goodness!
I was with Mike Rotundo, his son-in-law, yesterday, and. I keep up with Jack. I can't say enough good about Jack Mulligan. But, boy, going back to how tough he was, I've seen him slap Ole over the years. I not punch him, but I've seen him slap Ole at least 5 times. I did not see that, but I don't doubt that for a second because Jack, I was there when he sucker punched Harley Race and Andre the Giant. Jack was just...
But it says a lot about his loyalty to take up for Eric, at the power plant.
Well, he didn't like Ole anyway, and if you gave him a job, and I'm sure he thought highly of the fact you gave him the opportunity, and Jack's a loyal guy. But there's no denying how tough he is, man. Holy cow! My greatest story is he before you came along there, Eric, when George Scott was booking, he hired Jack. This is right after, I'm trying to think, after Crockett sold out. And to be an agent. And
George Scott was booking even then for WCW? I thought he had left once WWF.
No,
he came back.
He just came for a couple months.
Okay.
And so he hired Jack, and we were in Marietta. I tell this story all the time. Because it's great, and Jack was wearing a sport coat and tie, and he was sweating.
Trying to be corporate.
Smoking a Salem cigarette and all that. And he was telling Luger that it's phenomenal. Because I thought he was going to die right there. He was telling Lex Luger that he had to wrestle
Dutch
Mantell. And Luger looked at him and said, why would a Lex Luger, like in the third person, wrestle Dutch Mantell? and Lex could say that, and you know the mentality I'm talking about, right? Yeah. And Jack puffed on that Salem and put it on the floor and stopped and walked out the door. I thought he was going to punch Luger. I looked at Luger and said, Jesus. That's not a smart thing to say to a guy like him. And Jack quit. He walked out the door.
Never saw him again.
He said to me, he called me and I said, I can't do this. These kids don't have a clue.
Perfect example of just a clash of cultures. Lex was a new generation guy at that time, and Blackjack.
No, but the third person thing, it exhausted everybody. I mean, but that's what it was, and it's the way people talk. But Jack instead of smacking him, which I've seen him do. God, what was the karate guy's name? He almost killed in Birmingham. Who was that
Flynn?
guy? Huh?
Flynn? Ernest Miller?
No. Swanker. I can't remember. But yeah, Jack just had a real short attention span. And